Okay. Get it set up right quick. Pull the notes out. All right. Welcome back to another pod of Athlete. Welcome back to AthleteCast, episode 9, if I'm not mistaken. Episode 9. Yes, sir. Wait, hold on. Yeah, 9. Yeah, I'll be forgetting the camera's inverted type stuff. So, welcome back on this beautiful Tuesday. Hope y'all having a good day because I am starting this good day off. No class or nothing, so I'm pretty happy. So, let's get into this pod. Let's start it off. Y'all know how we dig in. We dig in with the ARC news, American Rivers Conference news. First up, we're gonna come up with the results of last week's games. So first up, we got Central versus Luther. Central being Luther, 56-3. Good blowout win for Central. Them boys is on the road. I'm not even gonna lie. You gotta give them props when props is due. And then next up, we got Dubuque versus Loras in a close, high-scoring game. Dubuque beating Loras 49-42. I mean, I said Dubuque was gonna beat Loras, but I ain't know it was gonna be this close or this high-scoring of a game. But Dubuque went out there and did their thing. Probably scored it like the probably fourth quarter last time. Next up we got Cole versus Nebraska Wesleyan. Cole beating Nebraska Wesleyan 50-0. I mean, who didn't expect that? Cole is a good team, even though I don't like them. So guess what? 2 more weeks, Cole. We're gonna put BTA. And last but not least, we have Wartburg beating the Simpson Storms 46-21. First off, let's speak on this game right here. This how you know we're getting better. See, Wartburg is, if you don't know Wartburg is a ranked team. They're like 21 in the whole country right now, right? And for us to keep up with them, I mean, if y'all would have saw up into the fourth quarter, we really kept them from scoring and we scored. And it was kind of a tight game, but we made a few mistakes at the end of the game, which got them to 46. But in my opinion, we played the best ball we played all season. Not even gonna lie. Um, Even though we have blowout teams, this game was our best game played. Not even gonna lie. Up to being physical, up to executing the game plan until for a quarter, yeah, had some mistakes, turnovers. I mean, mistakes on defense as well. But like I said, this probably the best game we played all season. So just know this is like our coaches be saying, this is just setting the standard. Our standard. I mean, it's not okay to lose. I'm not okay with losing. I'm not okay with that. But at the end of the day, you have to see you have to see the improvement that this team has went under, bro. Like the improvement that we have each week, the improvement that we have throughout practice each week, weights and everything, how we execute things. You can see the improvement, offense and defensive wise and special teams wise. Like I said, bro, it's team like me, Joey, we all said, we've been saying this. Give us three, give us these next two, give us next 2-3 years or next 5 years, even when I'm not here, and and the freshmen that come in next year, and they get up into that leading spot. I feel like we'll be contenders for that conference championship, and that's just how I feel. I mean, not even the next 5 years. I give it the next 3 years, 2 years, that we will be conference championships and we'll be conference champions and we'll be making a playoff run soon. But hey, we just got to keep working hard, getting better each week because that's how we do, and that's how we always did since the beginning of this season. But let's get into this week's game and a little bit of my predictions. First up, we have Nebraska Wesleyan. Uh, Nebraska Wesleyan versus Luther. I'm not pretty sure, but I'm pretty sure Nebraska Wesleyan will take that dub against Luther. And then we have Wartburg versus Cole, the top two teams that's in our conference right now. Just to say, I feel like Cole will beat them. Even though my hate for Cole runs deep, I feel like Cole will like pull it out probably in OT or something. Because that's gonna be a good game right there. I know that for sure. That's gonna be a good game. And I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I just know it's gonna be a good game, especially because these two teams are basically fighting for the number one spot in the conference. So hey, troops to them. Next up, we got Central versus Dubuque. Um, I think Central might take that. Might think Central might take that. Once again, that's the number three and number four seed. They're in the conference. They're playing for the number three spot, basically. Unless like Woodbury, unless I don't know how that works, but I think they're fighting for the number three spot. Um, we'll just see next week when the next standings come out. But that game, I feel like that's gonna be a good physical game, but I feel like Central's gonna take it out. I mean, I feel like Central gonna pull it out. Probably it's not gonna be a blowout. Probably like 7 point game or like 14 point game. And then last but not least, we have BV versus, of course, your own Simpson. Hold on, I'm outside. I forgot Simpson College Storm, Roll Storm, and of course the predictions for that is of course Roll Storm, baby. The Storm is gonna come in. We at home this week, so you know the vibes are gonna be immaculate. The sideline's gonna be turned, the crowd's gonna be turned, and we're gonna go out there and execute and do what we've been doing every week, playing hard, tough nose football, and come out victorious at the end of the day, and hopefully move up in the rankings. All right, next up, we got the standing. So y'all know, as I spoke earlier, number one we have Co. Number two we have Woodburg. Number three we have Dubuque. Number four we have Central. Number five we have them Simpson Storms at number five. Number six we have Nebraska Westland. Number seven we have BV. Number eight Loras. Number nine we got Luther. All right, now speaking on them, speaking on them standings, we have three more games. Three more games after this week. Three more games. I believe that's Co, Luther. No, after this week. Hold on. Let me do the math right quick. Let me do the math. No, after this week we have no. We have three more games left. We have Luther, Co. No, yeah, we do have two more games left. I think. Or should I look at that? I'm finna look at that, bro. I'm finna look at that because I'm not sure how many games we have left. I'm pretty sure because I think our bye week is kind of this. I think our bye week is next week. So yeah, I think our bye week is this next week. So I gotta check and see about that. Just so I don't tell y'all the wrong information. Just so you know, get the validation. Um. So yeah, after this week, we have two more games left. We have Co and Luther. So just speaking on that. I this how I think it should go. If we want to make the playoffs, if we want to make the playoffs, we I'm not gonna say conference yet. It just all depends on like if Central or Co loses or Wartburg loses. But in order for us to get at least top three or top two, and I think the top two teams goes to the Division Three playoffs. So either that. So this week we have to beat BV. We have to beat BV. We have to beat Co. If we beat Co, they'll probably solidify us as the number two spot because whoever if Co loses this week against Wartburg, that means Co probably most likely will drop down to two, and then and we'll most likely And then out of Dubuque, or yeah, I know if Dubuque loses, they probably jump down to number 5, what makes us number 4. So we'll be in number 4 seed, and I know if we beat Luther, and either Cole or Wartburg lose. I don't know. It just all a plan out thing, bro. It just all depends on the win losses, depending on who loses, who wins these next couple weeks. Who knows? Anything can happen. Any upsets can happen. So hey, we'll know until then. But let's get into these MVPs, bro. These MVPs, the special teams. Y'all know how we the team awards basically. Y'all know how we get into it. So offense MVP, QB1, my boy Jay Jensen. Yes, sir. My boy the defense MVP, my boy Eldred Bora, aka my boy E. Special teams MVP Turner Field Pot, my boy Potts. He does his thing at that. I think it's kicker. I'm not gonna say punter, but he's a kicker. I think kicker, punter. It's the same thing. They don't do it's not the exact same thing, but it's similar. Then we got defensive scout player of the weeks. We got my boy Chris Graham and Avery Henrique. Congrats to them boys making the offenses better as that defensive scout. And then offensive scout player of the week, we have both receivers, Jaden Moore and Carson Pinich. I hope I'm saying that right. They making our DBs better, making our secondary better. I mean, what more can you ask for? Special team scout player of the week, my boy Steven Mitchell, Justin Nagley, and Eli Fox for the special teams, making our special teams better as they are the scout special teams player of the week. Hopefully, I'll get one soon. I'm not gonna lie. It's been on and off for me. I've been on scout team. I've been off scout team. So who knows? Who knows? I might get one. I might not, depending on the. I mean, last week I was on scout. The previous weeks I wasn't on scout. So hey, who knows? Uh, but enough for team awards. I don't think we had a menace of the week or spirit award of the week. No, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. They didn't put it out yet, but I do remember from the meetings. Menace of the week, Zach Truitt, fellow inside backer. Mason Little, aka May May, outside linebacker. And I think number 3 was my boy K1. I can't, I'm not even gonna lie. I cannot recall K1's real name. So I'm gonna just say K1. If you know K1, you know him. I don't know well, I know his real name, but I don't remember it for real like that because we don't call him by his real name. We call him K1. So congrats to them boys. And Spirit of the Week award, I think he went to Jay Jensen, the offensive MVP, if I'm not mistaken. They'll probably release that soon, but I'm not very sure on that. So don't don't come for me if I'm wrong on that. Don't come for me. All right, now we finna get into some of this college football. Wait, before we do that, um, I actually have merch coming out. Merch is gonna be coming out soon on website and everything. We're gonna have hoodies, shirts, hats. You feel me? And whatever else you guys suggest y'all want. Shirts, hoodies. I mean, I've thought about coming out with some joggers. Not even gonna lie, some joggers or something like that. But it just all depends on you feel me? I might make joggers. I'm not even gonna lie. Joggers or joggers most likely gonna be it. Now we can hop into these college football results right quick. This might be a short episode because I don't have a guest on today. But I will be talking about something at the end of this when I get done with all this. So college football results. Oregon. Hey, when I was writing this down, when I was taking these notes for this pod right here, just know If you're a betting man and you're watching this podcast, you should listen to me because majority of these results is what I predicted. Like the teams that I predicted to win, they won. So hey, y'all better listen to me because I'll be speaking facts sometimes. So first game up, we got Oregon versus Purdue. Oregon, of course, taking a dub 35-0. Of course, I picked Oregon. I know I picked Oregon. BY. Okay, now this is one prediction that I did mess up on. This is one prediction I did mess up on. BYU versus Oklahoma State. BYU beating Oklahoma State 38-35. Close game. I thought Oklahoma State could pull it out, but obviously BYU wanted it more, and that's why they came out victorious in that game right there. I think I did pick Indiana, so Indiana did beat Nebraska 56-7. Them boys came out and blew Nebraska out, and I'm pretty sure I did pick Indiana. If I'm wrong, I can go back to the last episode and watch that episode and see who did I pick and let me know personally. Okay, my phone shut off. Why? Okay, next we got Miami Hurricanes versus Louisville. Y'all know I picked Miami to win that game. Miami won 52-45. Y'all know I picked the Hurricanes to win that game. Once again, if you're a betting man, you better listen to me because I be speaking facts on this pod, bro. I be speaking facts with these predictions, bro. Stop playing with me. Next up, we have Army versus East Carolina, and I'm pretty sure I did pick Army. Army beats East Carolina 45-28. Sorry, guys, my nose a little stuffy. Next up, we got Clemson versus Virginia, and I'm pretty sure I did pick Clemson to win that game. Clemson beat Virginia 48-31. Yes, sir. Another prediction correct. I've only missed one right now. I'm counting these. I only missed one prediction right now. Missouri versus Auburn, and I'm pretty sure I did pick Missouri because I'm a big fan this year of Missouri right now. I'm a big fan of Missouri right now. So Missouri beats Auburn 21-17. Big close game. Still only one loss in the predictions. Only one loss in predictions. Stop playing with me. Next up, we got Illinois versus Michigan. Illinois beat Michigan 21-7. I'm not sure who I picked on that, but I'm pretty sure I picked Illinois. I'm pretty sure I did. Because I didn't think Michigan was gonna beat Illinois. Next up, we got Notre Dame beating Georgia Tech 31-13. And I did pick Notre Dame. Sorry, not Northern. Notre Dame. I'm pretty sure I did. So still at one loss right now. And then Navy versus Charlotte. Navy coming out victorious 51-17 against Charlotte. And that's another one I did win. Of course, I picked Navy. And then we have Tennessee versus Bama. Tennessee beating Bama 24-17. Didn't I tell you Tennessee was gonna beat Bama? Didn't I tell you? I bet you some of y'all went with Bama, didn't you? I bet you some of y'all did. I bet you some of y'all thought that Bama was gonna come in and beat Tennessee. Well, you're wrong. Tennessee came out victorious, and I got that prediction right. So stop playing with me. All right, next up we got Texas A&M versus Mississippi State. I did go with Texas A&M, and Texas A&M did come out with the dub, 34-24 against Mississippi State. I'm I'm on fire. I'm on fire right now. Stop playing. I'm on fire right now. Matter of fact, let me take the glasses off. I'm on fire right now. Matter of fact, we ain't even gonna do the rest. I'm on fire with these predictions. I want y'all to see my facial expression. I'm on fire with this. I only missed one. Only missed one. And I barely missed that one. Next up, we got LSU versus Arkansas. LSU coming out with the dub 34-10 against Arkansas. Once again, another prediction I won. So stop playing with me, bro. Once again, if you're a betting man and you watch this pod, bro, if you're a betting man and you watch this pod, you better listen to me. Because I speak facts. I speak facts. All right, next up we got Vanderbilt versus Ball State, and I know I picked Vandy to beat Ball, and Vandy did indeed beat Ball 24-14. Yes, sir. Another prediction one, bro. Iowa State versus UCF. Once again, I did pick Iowa State. Iowa State is still undefeated, by the way. which I once again people are happy. I'm tired. I'm tired of hearing about Iowa State. I'm not even gonna cap. I'm tired of these people talking about Iowa State. Can somebody please beat them? I'm tired of it. But Iowa State did beat UCF 38-35. Another prediction I won, by the way, because I did pick Iowa State. Next up, we got Kansas State versus West Virginia. Kansas State came out with the dub 45-18 over West Virginia. Another pick I did, and I'm pretty sure I picked Kansas State, which is another one I won. Stop playing. Next up, we got Georgia versus Texas. Now, this isn't one I lost because I did side with Texas. I did side with Texas. I'm not even gonna lie. But Georgia coming out with the dub 30-15 against Texas. I mean, that's a prediction I did mess up on because I had faith in Texas. I had faith. But obviously I didn't have enough. Next up, I have put SMU versus Stanford 40-10. I really don't remember, but I'm pretty sure I did pick SMU. Once again, if y'all don't know, well, I don't know. And for my sake, can you guys go back and watch part 8, episode 8 of the pod and see who I picked? Very much appreciate it. And let me know personally once again. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I did pick SMU though. Just because I ain't know what Stanford had. Just because like if I know a team if I know a team that I don't know that have anything, I'm gonna pick the opposite. I'm not even gonna lie. Next up, y'all know we finna get into the predictions. And y'all better listen. Cause I only got two wrong. Two wrong. Two. Only got 2 out of 25 games wrong. 2 out of 25 games wrong. So y'all better listen and lock in. Be getting your notepads out and writing it down. Cause your boy John, he on the road. He on the road. I first up, we got Syracuse versus Pitt. I'm not really sure on that, but I'm gonna pick Pitt to win that. I'm gonna pick Pitt to win that for sure. Pick Pitt to win that. Next up, we got Boise State versus UNLV. I'm choosing Boise on that one. I'm choosing Boise. Oh, here poking boy. I'm gonna choose Boise State to be you with NLV. You feel me? Just because I don't think they ain't gonna they I believe they not gonna stop Ashton Genty. They're not. If they stop Ashton Genty, matter of fact, I'm gonna make a prediction on how many yards Ashton Genty gonna have. Ashton Genty gonna have over 150 rushing. He's gonna have over 150 rushing. I know that for a fact. He might even have over 200. Not even hyping him up. He might even have over 200. That's just me though. Future Heisman winner, by the way. Next up, we got Notre Dame versus Navy. I'm picking Notre Dame. Notre Dame is finna go out there and show Navy that Navy haven't been playing no comp, and Notre is finna break Navy's heart. Probably knock them out the top 25. Not even gonna lie. Next up, we have Washington versus Indiana. Mm. Indiana, I'm picking Indiana all the way. I feel like Indiana is gonna come out there and do their thing, execute to the highest level that they can, and they're gonna come out with the dub against Navy. I mean, not Navy, Washington. Next up, we got Ohio State versus Nebraska. Who y'all think I'm picking? If y'all say Nebraska, slap yourself. Nah, I'm just playing, but y'all know I'm going Ohio State with that one. Y'all know it. Next up, we got Oklahoma versus Ole Miss. Now, y'all, I might get the prediction wrong just because I like Ole Miss. So, y'all know I'm going Ole Miss. Y'all know I'm going Ole Miss. So I might miss that prediction just because I want to go with the team I like. It just might be me, but I'm picking Ole Miss to win that game. Next up, we got BYU versus UCF. I'm picking BYU to beat UCF. Just because I see y'all beating teams that's big teams like that, and BYU just bursted on the scene. I mean, bro, I'm picking BYU. Cause I don't think UCF got what it takes to beat BYU. Come on now. Now Missouri. Now next up we got Missouri versus Bama. Who? Y'all know I'm picking Missouri, right? Y'all know I'm picking Missouri, right? It might be another prediction that I mess up, but I'm picking Missouri over Bama. I'm picking Missouri over Bama. I don't care. I feel like Missouri has what it takes to actually pull out the dub against Bama, even if it is by like 3 points, 2 points, 1 point. I feel like even though Bama lost last week and they might be coming back for vengeance this week, I honestly think Missouri can actually pull that off. This is not going to age well if Bama just blows out Missouri. Not even gonna lie. Next, we got Oregon versus Illinois. Of course, I'm picking Oregon. Top dogs right now. I don't think Illinois can really compete with Oregon. Not even gonna lie to you. Next up, we got Texas versus Vandy. I'm picking Texas. I'm picking Texas just for the simple fact. I ain't gonna lie. If Vandy upsets Texas like they did Bama, bro, I'm gonna literally lose it, bro. But I don't think Texas like that to actually like give up that game. I don't think they are. I don't think they will give up that game. If they do, fight. We fighting, bro. I will fight the whole Texas. I will fight the whole Texas football team. If y'all let Vandy come in and beat y'all like they did Bama, we're fighting. I'm gonna catch me a flight to Texas and we're fighting. Like I ain't even playing right now. All right, next up we got Florida State versus Miami Hurricanes. Y'all know I'm picking Hurricanes, bro. Y'all know I'm picking the Hurricanes all the way. I'm picking the Hurricanes all the way. Don't care. Fight me if you want to. I don't care. Next up we got Penn State versus Washington. I mean, not Washington, Wisconsin. I'm picking Penn State. Penn State. Once again, that's another game. Like, I don't think Wisconsin got what it takes to actually beat Penn State. That's just me, though. Sorry to Wisconsin fans. Sorry. Next up, we got LSU versus Texas A&M. That's a hard toss-up game right there. I feel like that's gonna be the game right there. That's like gonna mess a lot of people up if they bet. But not even gonna lie. I like underdogs, so I might these predictions might be a little iffy, but I'm gonna pick Texas A&M for the dub. I'm gonna pick Texas A&M for the dub, just simply because I feel like LSU is finna fall off. Lord, who was banging? I hope y'all didn't hear that, but yeah, I got Texas A&M over LSU. Y'all might think I'm crazy, but hey, I like underdogs because I'm an underdog. So hey, we gonna just keep we just gonna keep rolling with these predictions. Next up, we got a rivalry game: Kansas versus Kansas State. Y'all know I'm picking Kansas State. If Kansas somehow finds a way to beat Kansas State, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know. Next up, last game: SMU versus Duke. Duke is a basketball college. I don't care what nobody says. So y'all know I'm picking SMU to win that game. Y'all know I'm picking SMU to win that game. I got a lot of tongue twisters there. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, so we gonna get into this top 25 ranking, maybe, of the college football. Number one, we got Oregon, of course. Number two, we got Georgia. Number three, we have Penn State. Number four, we have Ohio State. Excuse me. Number five, we got Texas. Number six, we got the Hurricanes. Number seven, we got Tennessee. Number eight, we got LSU. Number nine, we got Clemson. Number 10, we got Iowa State. Number 11, we got BYU. Number 12, we got Notre Dame. Number 13, Indiana. Number 14, Texas A&M. Number 15, Bama. Number 16, Kansas State. Number 17, Boise State. Number 18, Ole Miss. Number 19, Pittsburgh. Number 20, Illinois. Number 21, Missouri. Number 22, SMU. Number 23, Army. Number 24, Navy. And number 25, Vandy. The fact Vandy has become ranked is very concerning. But hey, they have been showing out, especially with being Bama. They've been showing out, so I guess they deserve it. They do deserve it. We normally don't do NFLs on Tuesday, but since I don't have no guests coming in, we're gonna hop straight into the NFL. Now Thursday is really gonna mess me up because I'm not gonna know what to talk about. I might just go on a full rant session for like 30 minutes about something, about a topic, unless I have a guest. And yeah, we can go from there. But I most likely probably will have a guest Thursday. So y'all might just hear me rumble for 30 minutes and just bring in a guest and hear us rumble. That's a rambling. It's a rambling thing. You feel me? It's just let me put these back on. That's just how that's just how it is here. Okay, NFL results. I don't even think I made predictions last week. I don't. But this week I'm making predictions. This week I'm making predictions. If you're a betting man on NFL, I'm gonna make predictions for you just to help you out. All right, first up, first game up, we got the Jags beating the Patriots 32-16. By the way, I haven't watched any of these games. So I couldn't tell you what happened. I'd be too busy. Next up, we got the Bills versus the Titans. The Bills beating the Titans 34-10. Whew. Sheesh. Sheesh. Next up, we got the Lions versus the Vikings. Lions beating the Vikings 31-29. I'm not even gonna lie. Is it me or the Lions are actually good this year? Is it me or the Lions is actually good, bro? Like the Lions have been, they've been beating, they've been on fire. They've been on fire these past weeks. Next up, we got the Seahawks versus the Falcons. The Seahawks beating the Falcons 34-14. What happened, Kirko? Kirko Cousins. Get it right, cuz. They didn't bring you to Atlanta just to be messing around. Come on. Next up, we got the Eagles versus the Giants. Big rivalry game right there. I know for sure. Eagles beating the Giants 28-3. I know Saquon Barkley's happy. I know he is. Just to be beating his old team. It's crazy work. Next up, we got the Colts versus the Dolphins, which is very surprising to me that the Colts actually beat the Dolphins 16-10. I would think the Dolphins would have won that, but the Dolphins was the most hyped team in preseason. Now, what happened? What has happened to the Dolphins? Because didn't they lose last week? If I'm not mistaken, they lost last week. Next up, we got the Packers versus the Texans, and the Packers actually beating the Texans 24-22. That was a good game right there. A good game right there. Next up, we have the Rams versus the Raiders. The Rams beating the Raiders 20-15. I would have thought the Raiders would have won that. If I'm looking at it for the prediction for my predictions, I would have really thought that the Raiders would have won that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Next up, we have the Commanders versus the Panthers. Who didn't know this was coming? The Commanders beating the Panthers 40-7. I think this is the Commanders' best season yet. Best season yet. They found them a franchise quarterback in Jaden Daniels. Like they've just been taking off. But yeah, bro. If I was to predict this before the game, I would have picked the Commanders. Not even gonna lie, cause I don't know what the Panthers got going on, but they need to fix it. Next up, we got the Chiefs versus the 49ers. The Chiefs beating the 49ers 28-18. Once again, the 49ers are really falling off. Like, what is going on with them? What is going on? Next, we have the Steelers versus the Jets. The Steelers beating the Jets 37-15. I would have predicted the Steelers beating them like that. I would have predicted that. I'm not even gonna lie. That's just not me being cocky. That's just me being honest. Cause I honestly would have thought they would have beat them. Next up, we got the Baltimore Ravens versus the Buccaneers. Of course, y'all know I was gonna pick the Ravens regardless, but they came out with the dub 41-31 against the Buccaneers. Y'all know I was gonna pick the Ravens regardless. If y'all don't know, now y'all know that I'm a big Baltimore Ravens fan ever since 2011. Next up, last game, Cardinals versus the Chargers. The Cardinals beating the Chargers 17-15. I most likely would have made that prediction with the Cardinals to win that game either way. Close game though. Close game. I know that was a good game for sure. Now let's get into some of these NFL predictions. Oh, let me scratch the back so I can. Y'all better listen. Even though I don't watch the NFL, I just know. Even though I don't watch the NFL, I barely watch college football, but just I don't watch the NFL at all. Like I've only probably watched like one NFL game out of this whole like NFL season. First game up, we got the Vikings versus the Rams. Okay, it's kind of a toss up game right here, but I feel like the Rams might nah, bro. The Falcons, not the Vulcans, the Vikings, the Vikings. Yeah, bro, they coming out victorious against the Rams. I know that for sure. I know that for sure. Now the Jets versus the Patriots. This kind of a toss up game too. I don't think the Patriots will win, but honestly, a part of my mind's thinking like the Jets might not win either. But I'm gonna just say the Jets because I feel like the Jets might actually pull it off in the close game against the Patriots. Next up, we got the Packers versus the Jags. I'm picking the Packers for sure over the Jags any day. Next up, we got the Falcons versus the Buccaneers. I feel like my boy Kirko Cousins is finna fight. I can't even get my words out because I'm so excited. But I feel like my boy Kirko Cousins is finna fire up the Buccaneers defense, bro. That's just it. That's all I have. That's my opinion on it. The Ravens versus the Browns. Of course, y'all know I'm picking the Ravens. The Browns is not messing with us, bro. The Browns is not messing with the Ravens, especially the Browns defense. They're not messing with the Ravens. Who's finna stop Derrick Henry? Who is finna stop Lamar Jackson for either scrambling or moving out of the pocket trying to improvise and throw it to Isaiah Likely or throwing it to Mark Andrews? Come on now. I ain't gonna lie. We got the best tight end duo it is, bro. The best tight end duo. Or is Isaiah Likely a receiver? I'm pretty sure he's a tight end. I think he's a tight end. But tight end receiver, it don't matter. I don't care. Next up, we got the Titans versus the Lions. I feel like my boy Jared Goff is gonna throw straight dots on the Titans. So I'm picking the Lions to win that game for sure. Next up, we have the Eagles versus the Bengals. Now that's gonna be a good game. Excuse me. But at the end of the day, I feel like the Bengals might take that one. Like like 3 points. 3 points at least. 3 points at least. Next up, we got the Cardinals versus the Dolphins. I really don't know, bro. I don't know if I should choose the Dolphins or choose or just choose the Cardinals. But for what I have in my mind right now, I'm gonna choose the Dolphins. I'm gonna choose the Dolphins for sure. I'm gonna choose the Dolphins. Next up, we got the Colts versus Texans. Colts, I'm picking the Colts. I'm picking the Colts. I mean, Texas is a good team. That's gonna be a good game as well. But at the end of the day, I feel like the Colts might even pull it out. All right. Next up, we have Bills versus Seahawks. I'm picking Bills. Bills all day. No explanation needed. Bills all day. Next up, we got the Saints versus the Chargers. I'm not gonna lie. I'm choosing the Saints. Choosing the Saints, bro. I feel like the Saints could pull that win out. Next up, we have the Bears versus the Commanders. Hmm. Both. This is gonna be a QB battle. Jaden Daniels versus Caleb Williams. Both, both rookie of the year contenders for sure. Rookie of the year contenders. But I'm gonna choose the Commanders though, bro. like I like Jaden Daniels over Caleb Williams anyway, so I'm choosing the Commanders. Next up, we got the Chiefs versus the Raiders. I'm picking the Chiefs. No explanation needed for that. Next up, we got the Panthers versus the Broncos. My boy Bo Nix is finna light the Panthers up for sure. Bo Nix is finna slice the defense. I know that. Next up, we got the Cowboys versus the 49ers. For some reason, I just feel like the Cowboys is going to find some way to lose this game. So I'm picking the 49ers all day, every day. Next up, we got the Giants versus Steelers. The Steelers, I got them, no explanation needed. Last but not least, we have the Texans versus the Jets. Uh, ah, wait, hold on. Oh, that's the Texans versus the Jets is a Thursday night game. By the way, it's Thursday night game. of next week. So I don't think I'm gonna just make the prediction. I'm gonna just choose the Texans. Nah, I got the Jets. I'm gonna choose the Jets over the Texans, bro. Choose the Jets over the Texans. So that's it for all the predictions and everything. College NFL. So my topic today, I personally chose this topic, self doubt, for sure. I'm Self doubt is like the most craziest thing. Like I've had self doubt in myself. That's why I can personally speak on this. Like if you don't know what self doubt is basically like you doubting yourself that you can't do something. And I've been that way. Like I've doubted myself on some things, especially now trying to handle being a student athlete in college. Like I've had a lot of self doubt to the point where I was ready to just give up on football and just give up on college period and just go work. But self doubt can really like affect affect you in big ways. Like self doubt can like really just bring you down. I mean, as for me, I know I can do it, but it's like when that one mishap just happens, it's like I just can't get those doubters out my mind, as I like to call them. Like I can't get them out of my mind. Mainly because like, okay, so if you don't know, I came from well, I would say winning school for me. Like as I was there, we was a winning school in football, and I've started since I think half of freshman year. So I've been starting as a freshman and then coming here and like not even starting, barely touching the field. I mean, like you can that brings self-doubt into my mind. Mainly because like, am I not good enough to play with these guys? Am I not college football material or something like that? Like it's always something that like brings the doubters in my mind. Like and then like if I have like a bad practice or even a bad game, I'm like, bro, I most likely can't compete with these guys. Like, and then especially like I have I have the worst disadvantage ever though. I have the worst disadvantage. I'm not gonna say this like I'm not gonna use this as a crutch or anything, but like my size to be playing college football right now is like it's not the requirement, bro. Bro, I'm like 5'9", 5'10", 5'9", 5'10", 5'8". Like and I'm like 190 some pounds. Like at linebacker. Like that's not a usual size for a linebacker. That's not. And keep in mind, I used to be 250 pounds in high school. 250 pounds, 240 pounds. I mean, that's still not the ideal like weight, but like it's it's something you can work with. But over the summer, I've lost a lot of weight, so it's like, bro, I might not be ready to play college ball. For one, I'm underweight. Like I don't have the height, so I'm already at like a measurement disadvantage, especially when you going up against offensive linemen that's like 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", and like 300, 250 plus pounds. Like that brings a lot of self doubt in itself because it's like phys- like I know I have that dog in me. Like I've been told that plenty of times. Mostly things. See, if I've heard people say that like just because of their height they cannot make it nowhere, bro. To me, I don't care. It's not about the height. And you have to like really believe that. Like you can't just say it. You have to really believe that. Cause like if you just saying it and you don't believe it, it's nothing's gonna happen for you. And I had to get to that point where I actually believed it. And I believed it when I start doing good things on the field, going against 6'4", 6'3" players that's like 250 plus pounds and actually winning against them. I'm not gonna say I'm the best player, but I'm working, especially at a new position, especially at linebacker, bruh. Like, if you know me, you know I played offensive line in high school, and have for some reason I lost a lot of weight over the summer, and now I'm at linebacker trying to learn a new position, especially as a freshman, bro. Like my coach broke it down. Like if you go back and watch the last think yes, the last podcast, no, 2 podcasts ago, me and Nola actually talked about how my coach, Coach Rob, broke it down to me as why freshman year is the hardest year for student athletes, because you're trying to figure out how to manage time, how to manage your time better. If you do know how to manage time, you gotta figure out a whole new playing scheme for a new team that you're going to, when you've been playing, like, you basically been playing the same scheme your whole high school life. Now you got to come figure out a new scheme. And then and if you're in my case, you gotta figure out a new position, because and it's not hard. It's not easy. I mean it's not easy. It's not easy transferring positions, especially when you're transferring positions to the opposite side of the ball. Like, I went from blocking to tackling and everything. Like, I went from blocking consistently to tackling, trying to get off blocks and everything. Like, it's a huge adjustment, but it's adjustments you have to make if you want to be the the player that you are. And slowly but surely, I am becoming that player. Like, I'm becoming my high school self. Like, getting confidence. Like, in high school, like, bro, like I've said, I've started since I was a freshman in high school. So I would say freshman year of high school is it's basically like a cycle to me right now. Cause when I got to high school freshman year and the person that was in front of me got hurt and I had to step in and play guard, offensive guard, it was like that the whole freshman year. Like, I had to get adjusted to that position and get comfortable and confident in what I was doing. And that's why I had so much success going in my sophomore, my junior, and senior year. I had so much success at that position because after freshman year, I was just so confident in what I was doing and so comfortable in that position. Like, coach can call out a play and I just know it, and I'll be confident on my decisions throughout my, like, sophomore, junior, and senior year. But my freshman year, I was not as confident. So it's like a cycle to me right now. So it's like right now I'm trying to get comfortable at that position at linebacker. I'm trying to get confident in, like, the plays and everything, the calls and everything. I'm trying to get confident and comfortable in playing in that position. And trust me, I'm getting there, but I'm not quite there yet. So just give me to next season, like, give me the spring and everything, so I can actually get, like, adjusted, because it's not. I say the disadvantage that I had when I switched, like, the players that's on defense, they've played defense. Like, they played defense in high school. I didn't. I was only a one-sided player and I only played guard. And that was for one reason, because I was the best at what I did at guard. I was the best at what I did at guard. No lie. That's why I have so many awards for being offensive guard. Because I was the best at what I did. So it was no reason for me to play defense. Like, especially when we had talent on the defensive side in high school. But, like, now it's like we have talent. It's like, I don't know how to explain it for real. So back to what I was saying, like, the players that are on defense, they've actually played defense. Like, most of the players here are playing the positions on defense that they played in high school. So they're comfortable. They're comfortable with playing in that position. Which for a fact that I'm not, because I've came from the offensive side of the ball. like it's it's just the adjusting to that, and which brings me back to self doubt. Like, can I actually play linebacker? Like I've had like thoughts of like, bro, I need to gain my weight back and get back to the O line, like so I can get back comfortable and become that beast that I was in high school. But now as I'm thinking, like as I thought about it, I'm like, nah, I can't. I gotta keep doing I gotta keep doing what I'm doing and get comfortable at linebacker. Like I know that the position, like I might like today I might just get switched to another position, bro. You never know in college because if they need you there, they're gonna put you there. They're not gonna ask you, they're gonna tell you. And it's up to you if you want to play that position and actually be the best at the position. It does honestly, that's how I am. Like I I want to be the best linebacker. Like when I leave here in 3 years, I want to be the best linebacker that's ever came through Simpson College. That's my mindset. But first, I got to get the self doubt out my mind. Like I can actually play linebacker. I'm actually fit to be a linebacker. Like I got to get that out of my mind first. But which I have, and it's a slow process because you just can't just get self doubt out your mind. It's just like it's a repeating cycle for me. Like it'll be like one day it's all good because I'm performing at a high level at linebacker, and then like I have one of those days when I'm like completely like out of it. Like, bro, why am I playing linebacker? I need to go back to O line where I'm comfortable. So basically, just me getting comfortable at the position. Like once I get comfortable, when I get comfortable at that position at linebacker, it's a wrap. Cause once I get comfortable of reading the guards, the running back, the tackles, and everything else, once I get confident and comfortable at reading those, it's a wrap for offenses. Because once I gain that confidence, once I gain that confidence back at that position, oh yeah, it's a wrap, bro. Because I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna just react, just like I did in high school with guard. I'm gonna just react on the plays that he calls, that my defense coordinator calls, and I'm gonna react and I'm gonna make plays. I'm gonna do my job and make plays. If that what it's called to be when I get confident enough and that dog starts coming out of me, like well, I'm not gonna say dog. Wow. When my yeah, Imma just say dog because I can't come up with another word. When I get comfortable and that just starts coming out and I just start reacting, and once my body, like, adjusts, my body is adjusted, it's just it's not adjusted enough to get me to playing at a high caliber level. Like, right, I would say, like, okay, this is the high caliber level and this is the low level. I'm, like, right here in between. Like, it's I'm not consistent. That's what I can say. I'm not consistent at it. But once I get consistent at that at linebacker, it's a wrap for offenses. It's a wrap. Once I get comfortable of covering, dropping back, and the coverage and everything else, I would say this. For me at linebacker, I'm more comfortable. I'm more comfortable like blitzing gaps. Like I'm more comfortable than that than actually going back and try to cover a receiver or a tight end or just covering middle field, watching for crosses and everything. Like I'm getting good. I'm getting better at it, but like I said, if I want to perform at that high level, high caliber level, I got to get covering down pat so I can be more versatile, as I would say. If I can be more versatile, like I can blitz gaps, stop the run. I gotta also drop back, stop the passes. Like it's just that when I get consistent at this, when I get consistent and get confident and comfortable at that position, it's a wrap. I know I've said that about 1,000 times now, but once I get comfortable and get confident and consistent, it's wraps. Like I want like Like Justin asked me the other podcast where he was on. He was like, "Do you plan on going back to O line, or do you plan on like staying a linebacker?" I mean, yeah, trust. I miss blocking. I'm not even gonna lie. Some people won't say that, but I miss it. Like as a real offensive lineman, like I loved blocking, bro. I loved it with a passion. And now that I can, it's like, well, it is what it is. And like I said, I want to be the best linebacker to come through Simpson College. I want people to be like, I want to be the next Hall of Fame linebacker. I want to be on the football Hall of Fame. I don't care. I want to come back and be like, I want to be remembered here as the best linebacker that come through here. Not even, not even gonna joke or nothing. I'm trying to be. I want to be the best. Like my last senior season, I want to be remembered as the best linebacker that done walked through. I want to be the best storm linebacker that done walked through here. I want people that I want the next generation of players that come here and they ask Coach Martinez, like, who is the best linebacker you ever coached? I want him to say John Andrews. I want him to say that. But just because of me. That's my standards. Everybody don't have the same standards as me. My standards is to be the greatest linebacker that ever came here. Even if I move positions, even if they move me back to offensive line, it's the same standard. I want to be remembered as the best offensive lineman that done came through Simpson. Or if they move me to any other position, or if they move me to I want to be known as the best D lineman that done came through here. Cause that's my standard. I hold myself to a higher standard when it comes to this because I've I've played football my whole life. I've dedicated my life to football my whole life. Like J Rum was saying last week, we've dedicated our whole lives to football. So of course my standards are gonna be I want to be the best. I want to be the best linebacker. I want to be the best player. I want to win player of the weeks. I want to win conference championships. I want to win all that. I want to win the Division 3 playoffs, bro. I want to do everything. I don't care what it takes, bro. And I'll say I ask this question to everybody that comes on here. What is one thing that I can improve on as a player? My leadership and actually using my voice. See, during high school, you could consider me as a leader because I had a lot of people. I had a lot of underclassmen actually looking up to me, and I've never had that before. I've been the one to actually look up to people, not actually people looking up to me. So I'll say working on my leadership skills because one day I do want to see myself here on the leadership council. When the whole leadership council leaves this year, the seniors that's on the leadership council and they leave, I want to be the next one up on the leadership council. I want to be the leader that starts this thing off. I want to be the leader that leads this team to a conference championship or even a Division 3 championship. Like I want to be that leader, and I'm trying to be more. I try to be more vocal. If you know me personally, I'm not a talkative person, but like I want to like it's like I want to say it, but at the same time I don't. It's like I want to tell my teammates like, "Hey, we got to pick this up. We got to do this. We got to do that." But at the same time, I'm a freshman. I feel like I have no right to like do that, but at the same time, the leadership in me it be like, "Bro, I got to talk up more. I got to encourage these guys to keep going, to keep striving for greatness." And try to get them on the standard that I hold myself to, because I hold myself to a higher standard in as a player, because like who shouldn't hold themselves to a higher standard when it comes to playing the game they love? Why shouldn't you? Why shouldn't you hold yourself to be the best player? It's just it's all a mindset, bro. If you have the mindset that you want to be an average player, you're going to be an average player. But if you have that mindset that you want to be the big dog, you want to be the top dog, you want to be remembered as the greatest, you got to have that mindset. And when you have that mindset, the rest is going to take care of itself, because if you have that mindset, you're never going to quit, you're never going to give up, you're never going to lose. So that's what I've been going through so far. Like self doubt, I'm trying to get to I've gotten the self-doubt out of my mind, and it's like now I'm just full steam ahead. I'm focusing on more stuff when it comes to playing football. Like I'm focusing on trying to become comfortable and confident in my play calls when I'm out there on the field. Like like is people back home encourage me to do this. Like even when I when even when I don't have faith in myself, the people back home they do, because they know the true me. They know I'm not the one to just give up so fast. They know I'm the one that's gonna keep going and keep pushing. Like even my mom, she always tells me keep faith, and that's what sometimes I lose. I lose faith in myself, and now I'm realizing that if you lose faith in yourself, you're never gonna get nowhere. So that's why I keep the doubters that's in my mind. I keep them away. I keep trying to strive for greatness every day. Keep trying to do what I do. Keep trying to get better every day. When it comes to this, and I know I've worked my whole life for this and dreamed of playing college football since I was in middle school, bro. Even if it's not at the level that I wanted to play, hey, it's people that's out here that wanted to play college football but couldn't. So I had to be grateful. I gotta be grateful, cause who knows? I might not if I didn't if I didn't hold myself to a higher standard, I might not be here. I might not be where I'm at right now. There's just me. But enough of me rambling. It's 12:02, so y'all know got the little hourly podcast. Y'all know it's over with. Um, but yeah, catch me next Thursday, 11 o'clock at the same time as y'all always do every week. Next, hopefully Thursday we'll have a guest to come on, so I won't just be rambling about nonsense. So yeah, I gotta work on my outro too, bro. Like I've told countless of people that I gotta work on my outro because it's like awkward. But thank you for tuning in to Athlete Cast episode number 9. Hopefully, I'm right on episode number 9, or is it episode 10? I'm not really sure. Just know I will change the title when I look. But y'all have a good day. Y'all continue to have a blessed day. Have a blessed one. Hope God keeps you covered and protected today. I love y'all. Peace.